Let me ask you something. If you put your money in an investment that grows at 8% per year, how long will it take to double? Now don't reach for a calculator just yet, because I'm about to show you a shortcut so simple, so powerful, that you can do it in your head in less than 5 seconds. It's called the Rule of 72. And once you understand this rule, you'll never look at money, investing, debt, or even inflation the same way again. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what the Rule of 72 is, how to use it, the fascinating math behind it, and most importantly, how you can apply it to your own financial life. Stick with me until the end, because by the time we're done, you'll have one of the most useful mental tools for wealth and decision-making that exists. And trust me, this is one shortcut your bank probably doesn't want you to know. Part 1. The big idea behind compound growth. Before we dive into the rule itself, let's back up for a second and talk about compound growth. Albert Einstein supposedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Whether or not he really said that, the truth is undeniable. Compound growth is the engine behind wealth, investing, and even business expansion. Here's the basic idea. Instead of just earning interest on the money you originally invested, you earn interest on top of your interest. So, if you invest $1,000 at 10%, after the first year, you have $1,100. But in year 2, you don't just earn 10% on your original $1,000, you also earn 10% on that extra $100 from year 1. And the snowball effect begins. This is why compound growth feels slow at first, then unstoppable later. It's like watching paint dry for the first few years, and then suddenly, your money is multiplying like rabbits. Part 2. The Rule of 72 explained. Okay, so how does the Rule of 72 fit into this? Here's the shortcut. If you want to know how long it takes for your money to double with compound growth, just take the number 72 and divide it by the annual interest rate. That's it. Let's say you're getting 8% per year. 72 divided by 8 equals 9. That means your money doubles in about 9 years. What if the rate is 12%? 72 divided by 12 equals 6. Boom. Your money doubles in 6 years. No spreadsheets. No complicated formulas. Just a quick mental trick. Part 3. Why 72? The math behind the magic. Now, some of you might be wondering, why 72? Why not 70 or 69 or 100? Here's the truth. The exact math of doubling time comes from logarithms. The real formula says doubling time is equal to the natural log of 2 divided by the natural log of 1 plus interest rate. But let's be real, nobody wants to do logarithms in their head while standing in line at Starbucks. The number 72 works as a shortcut because it's close enough to the true math, especially for interest rates in the common range of 6% to 10%. And the beauty of 72 is that it's divisible by so many numbers: 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 12. That makes it handy for mental math. Part 4. Real-life applications. 1. Investing. If you're investing in the stock market and historically earning 7%, the Rule of 72 tells you your money doubles every 10 years. So $10,000 becomes $20,000 in 10 years, $40,000 in 20 years, $80,000 in 30 years, and so on. That's exponential growth in action. 2. Savings accounts. Put money in a savings account earning just 1%. 72 divided by 1 equals 72 years to double. That means your money doubles once in your lifetime. Not so exciting, right? This is why the Rule of 72 instantly shows you the power or the weakness of an interest rate. 3. Debt and credit cards. Here's the scary side. The Rule of 72 doesn't just work for investments, it works against you with debt. If your credit card charges 24% interest, 72 divided by 24 equals 3. That means your debt doubles in just 3 years if you don't pay it off. Ouch. 4. Inflation. Inflation is another area where the Rule of 72 is eye-opening. If inflation is 6%, your money loses half its purchasing power in about 12 years. That's why just leaving cash under your mattress is a losing game. Inflation eats it alive. 5. Retirement planning. Want to retire in 30 years? If you earn 8% per year, that's 3 doublings. $50,000 invested today could grow to $400,000 by the time you retire without you adding a single extra dollar. Add contributions, and the effect is even bigger. Part 5. Visual experiments. Let's play with some quick-fire examples. 72 divided by 2% equals 36 years to double. 72 divided by 6% equals 12 years to double. 72 divided by 9% equals 8 years to double. 72 divided by 15% equals 4.8 years to double. Every percentage point matters. A difference of just 2% in your return can shave entire decades off your doubling time. Part 6. Common mistakes and misconceptions. It's not perfect. At very high or very low rates, the rule of 72 becomes less accurate. But for rates between 6 to 10%, it's impressively close. People forget inflation. It's not enough to double your money. You need to outpace inflation, or else you're doubled dollars by the same groceries they did years ago. It applies to losses too. If your investment loses value consistently, the same math shows how fast it shrinks. Part 7. Step-by-step guide to using the rule. Identify the rate. Is it the return on your investment, the interest on your debt, or the inflation rate? Divide 72 by the rate. That's your doubling or halving time. Project forward. Use this to see what your money will look like in 10, 20, or 30 years. Compare scenarios. What happens if you invest at 5% versus 8%? Or if inflation is 2% versus 4%? Make decisions. Use the rule as a compass for smarter financial choices. Part 8. Big picture takeaway. The rule of 72 is not about precision, it's about perspective. It gives you a quick snapshot of how powerful or dangerous an interest rate really is. And here's the kicker. The earlier you start, the more doubling periods you get. That's why someone who invests just a little in their 20s can end up richer than someone who invests a lot starting in their 40s. Time multiplies money. So here's the bottom line. Money doesn't grow in straight lines. It grows exponentially. And with the rule of 72 in your mental toolkit, you can see the future path of your money in just seconds. Will you let compounding work for you by investing, by saving, by planning early? Or will you let it work against you through high-interest debt and the silent tax of inflation? The choice is yours. Remember this. Every dollar you put to work today has the power to double again, and again, and again. So next time you see an interest rate, don't just nod and move on. Run the rule of 72 in your head, and you'll instantly know whether that rate is your best friend or your worst enemy. Thanks for watching. If this video gave you that light bulb moment about money, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to understand the power of compounding. Because once you master the rule of 72, you're not just saving money. You're buying back time, freedom, and the future you deserve.